doing whatever. I can't. There's no way. I don't even know why I would bother. There's no way I'll ever be able to keep you guys up with the story if you're not just doing it yourself. Let's do it. Sometimes I wonder why I keep coming here. Hurts to hear it. What's with you and police nods, Dr. Nick? You can't get it.
Thanks for the follow, motherfucker.
Twizzy Anaya, thank you for the follow. Do I need to watch this? No, this is like a thing. By the way, this game is like well known for predicting the future that we're in now. No, this is not 70-minute cutscene. This is Metal Gear Solid 4. What happened? What did Twizzy and Aya say? I didn't get to see it. Oh, I get roasted. Radar and Sons of Liberty does not appear during intrusion. DJ, do your thing. What's boobies? God, I thought that must have been a setting for like turn boobies on, turn boobies off. Ooh, Previous story? The New York Mirror. In the Darkness of Shadow Moses, The Unofficial Truth by Nastasha Romanenko, who is the one person on the codec who we never spoke to. Some topics in the recent American past of the immediacy and the power that still engage our collective imagination. Names like the grassy knoll or Roswell roll off our tongue with deliberateness reserved by... She's such a wanker. With deliberateness reserved by most other nations for holy lands. With this new non-fiction account from Nastasha Romanenko, Shadow Moses, the scene of a nuclear siege 2 years ago, is set to join their ranks. Official history states that the takeover of a nuclear weapons disposal facility on a lonely outpost in the Fox Islands, Alaska, was the work of a radical right-wing group. The demands for the release of group members incarcerated in federal penitentiaries were never met.
Someone subscribed. Fucking wake up.
And the incident was speedily resolved by the successful deployment of a commando unit. BS. The author asserts. Romanenko says that she served as an advisor to the nuclear emergency search team and deconstructs what she claims to be a cover-up story by the government with precision. According to the author, Shadow Moses Island was nothing less than the US's army testing grounds for a top-secret weapon known as Metal Gear Rex. Truth. An all-terrain bipedal tank with advanced nuclear capabilities. As for the facility's takeover, Romanenko alleges that it was the U.S. military's own shadowy wet works force known as Foxhound that staged an armed insurrection in a bid for Rex's possession. The government responds to this crisis by sending in a lone operative, a former Foxhound member known only by the codename Solid Snake, into Shadow Moses. His infiltration is aided by a remote mission control team consisting of an unidentified Colonel Campbell, a Foxhound medical chief Naomi, a radar and electronics expert Mei Ling, supposedly a teenager. She was a teenager? That's good. Oh, Snake was flirting with a teenager. And the author herself. Once on the island, Snake joins forces with Metal Gear's developer turned prisoner Otacon to eradicate the weapon of mass destruction. Among the other remarkable characters that make an appearance in Romanenko's expose is another Foxhound commando, a revolver virtuoso called Shalashuska, aka Revolver Ocelot. One of the most controversial allegations in the book deals with this figure's connection to a disavowed Russian militia led by a Colonel Golukovich. Romanenko paints a bleak picture of a 1,000-strong, highly disciplined army with nuclear weaponry operating covertly within the American border. Even more irresistible to the conspiracy scholars and students of recent history is her thinly veiled suggestion that the whole affair was planned from the beginning by certain forces inside the US government. The US Army and the usual suspect of federal agencies have issued a statement denouncing the book as a complete fabrication. However, with a number of detailed eyewitness accounts, that back up the author's assertion cropping up daily on the web, the denials serve more to enhance the book's growing reputation. Shadow Moses is an engrossing read for casual and serious readers alike and promises to involve readers in a meaty debate over the truth of the matter for many years to come. Excerpted from the literary review column, all booked up, The New York Mirror. Well, that's the story, everybody. Oh my God, there's more? The shocking conspiracy behind Shadow Moses. By Gary McGolden. The island of Shadow Moses lies due north of Alaska's Fox Island. I'm just going to have a scan. Oh my God, this is a 129-page little fucking book. God, Kojima needs to sort his life out. I'm going to say it. Kojima takes things too far. Let's do it. This story is fictional. Any and all similarities to characters, groups, or other...
The Hudson River. Two years ago.
2 years ago.
We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport.
It's our boy.
The whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
Now you got to remember, this is 2001. We haven't seen Snake since 1998, when he didn't even have facial features. So you're jumping to PS2 graphics and you're like, oh shit. So if you're a little boy or a little girl who loves Metal Gear Solid, you're freaking the fuck out right now. It's been 3 years. It's a new generation of console. It's Saturday morning. You got some hot cocoa in your hands. You're ready to play Metal Gear Solid 2. So when you hear like Washington Bridge, I've driven across that bridge in a semi-truck. It's an unpleasant experience. It looks like an unpleasant bridge. He looks like a fucking moron in that bin bag. There goes the bin bag. He's chucking a suey wooey. Bit dramatic, eh? He's a dramatic guy. He's all about superhero landings and fucking flirting with every girl he sees. I nearly shit the bed when I was a kid and I watched this. I was like, oh shit, it's Solid Snake! It's fucking Solid Snake! So,
Boy, he's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
so him and Meryl didn't work out then? So, yeah. Oh yeah, boy. I feel like I want to angle my camera just a bead stick up.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Kept you waiting.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it's sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Goddamn.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
Yeah.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
So we're jumping onto a tanker to...
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
I love how they always start with such a simple
All
story.
right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun
And it gets
converted
out of hand
from a
real
Beretta
quick.
M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake, cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
Take pictures of boobies. Hey, hello, sir. Do you have boobies I
They
can
don't
take a
look
picture
armed.
of?
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, You wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too.
It's wet as
Security
shit.
should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper.
They're pretty good, Hyoko. Mwah. Oh God! Didn't need to stab him that many
Looks like we're
times.
not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon. How many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U.
That was some prison shaking right then and there. Yeah, he was like, that wasn't some trained terrorist fucking soldier.
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair.
Why would you put that hat on in the rain?
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
I had a crush on Pixel Blur Snake from PS1 when I was not but a child. Imagine me now.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now.
Amber's fucking wetter than the than the surface of the ship.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's
Get your bin bags.
141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96.
I miss Mei Ling.
Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Yay! Widescreen Snake. Let's do a quick save just so I never have to listen to that again.
You want to save, Snake?
Big time. When I was military, I was always thinking to myself, being that cliche scene in movies where the guy gets shanked smoking, playing on his phone. I swear in the old game, circle was still the action button, but they've changed it to X in this one. Alright, super simple start to the game. We're on this ship, because there's a Metal Gear on the ship, and we just want to get photographic evidence of it. That's our new thing. We're an anti-Metal Gear association. Me, Otacon, and I don't fucking know who else. God, it just controls so much better than Metal Gear 1. It just makes it so much more accessible for like modern people who've never played Metal Gear Solid before. Metal Gear Solid 2 is where it's at. Hello? City abortion
Snake,
clinic.
Go through that door into the ship's interior.
Don't tell me what to
Push
do.
the action button down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go. If you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle. Make sure you keep doing it until the door's open.
I'm glad Otacon can see out of his glasses now. What do you mean? No, I want to shake this guy down. Ration. Give me the goods, baby. Look at that karate. Oh, that's right. You can fucking roll and jump in this one, can't you? Yeah. Dump, 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 dump. Motherfucker bump, dump, 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 bump, bump, bump. In MGS1 glasses were just... Oh, that's... that's so fucking funny, Oyoko. And you're so right. In MGS1, it was just like fucking Coke bottles that you couldn't see through. Now, can you move while you're in first person? I felt like no. Oh, the controls are so much more intuitive. So now it's R2 and L2, so that you guys can't see it behind me. But the fucking R2 and L2 instead of L1 and R1. To move while I've got the gun out, I hold L1 and then I can fucking move instead of X, which was me just pushing two buttons together. Circle to attack, X to roll. Can I crouch walk? No. It's crouch or lay down. What was triangle again? Triangle was open doors and shit. And R1 to go into first person. Before it was triangle, and you couldn't aim your gun.
Freeze.
Face me, bitch. I'm trying to shake you down, motherfucker.
Don't kill me.
Don't kill me. I've got my gun in your head, sir. Ronan Kim. I'm all about this. I can't believe we've never played this on stream before. This is such a good fucking game.
Freeze.
Move it, bitch. I love the little shake. I'll take the gear as well, thanks. Drop me a ration. I pressed the wrong button.
It's the enemy. I need help.
This feels like I'm asking for trouble. I'm just gonna stay here for a bit. What I was trying to do there was I wanted to test out choking. I wanted to see if I could still choke people. But I guess I could just test it out on this motherfucker. GMat just learned that if you fuck around, you find out. Yep. Never bring your gun down in front of the enemy. All right, same as Metal Gear Solid 1. Square.
Freeze.
What? Why? What? God damn it all. I'm not sure what happened there. Usually you can just walk through the enemy.
Over there.
Joking? Hello, I'm here. Return to your positions. Give me a ration. Bitch. Ooh, yeah. Shaft me up, daddy. God, he got up so weird and slow then. So intense. Oh my god. Oh god. There's enemies walking around all over the place. Hello?
Snake, wait. Don't move.
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right. And they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That's...
What? Why would they... my bad.
There aren't that many infrared beams.
Why
Maybe
would...
you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
Why would that be a intruder deterrent? Why would they put that on a ship? That means if somebody does break into the ship, that everybody dies. That's such a weird way to go about this. It's like we want to make sure that nobody breaks onto the ship, but if they do, we want everyone to die. Oh my fuck, these guys got messed up. They look like they've been dead for hours. That's like if you put a wire over your front door so that if somebody broke into your house, your bed would light on fire. That was the Mario theme, for anybody wondering. Jeff. Oh, so I could have crawled under it. Hello, it's me, Metal Gear Solid. I'm here to metal your Gear Solid.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Look, I'm no expert of, like, terrorist takeovers, but if I killed somebody who was behind the controls of the thing I'm trying to take over, I take their body off the controls. But that guy was like... Surely it's not that easy to just fly Russian choppers into American airspace.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Your mom's ass.
35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Olga, sorry, I don't mean to spoil it. Olga might be one of my favorite characters. I like Olga so goddamn much. I like her arc, I like her vibe. The hair.
Shalashashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
I don't remember her voice being so fucking stupid.
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen.
It sounds like
once we
me doing a
have
Russian
the
accent.
The tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze!
Yeah. You can't shoot a pregnant lady, Snake.
Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly.
Love how they speak heavily English Russian accent. A heavily English accent between two soldiers, yeah. It's like, why aren't they speaking Russian?
Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
Olga
We are
Galukovich.
nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans, so you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard.
Fucking Olga.
Hold that position. Now.
It would have been more disgusting if it was
You know
his
what you're
child.
doing.
Of course. That's her father, Hayoko. Come on.
It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
The knife was a gun. She's not joking.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz.
They even give an HD remake.
I think you
So
deserve
that
a little
armpit, yeah,
credit.
no, that's
No one's ever
commitment.
dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice either.
I think she's got bigger worries than shaving her pits. Gotcha, bitch.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were
With
my
my parents.
The unit is my life, my family.
I feel like I did this fight a lot as a kid and couldn't beat it because that dialogue is so strong, so fucking strong in my memory.
We shared everything, all the bad and all the good.
Oh, the bad and all the good.
I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me. Whoever whoever you are, you're
You're not stopping us. Gotcha, nerd. How absolutely dare you. Ah!
Take this! Take this!
Gotcha, dum-dum. I thought she would run. That's her done, right? Oh, ease up, Ogre. It's a tranquilizer. Solid Snake, codename Amber's boyfriend. Codename Hard Cuddler. You hit her 9 times. I did hit her a lot. Everyone else goes, "Meh," and falls asleep, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you, Snake. I'm gonna kill you, Snake."
Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cypher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
I love you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
So he sent me into the fucking... He's saying it like I couldn't get it out of my mind. I just had to... I'm like, you're sending me into the fucking... into the dirt, Otacon. You're not the one that's going to get goddamn shot up and killed. Just because you want to fucking ooh-woo with your stepsister. Just because you want to fucking... What are you doing, stepbro, with Emma? You motherfucker. What are you doing, Step Snake? Ugh. I'm not a fan of those thermal goggles. Maybe I do, man. Can I slide down? No. EE can't possibly have a hemorrhoid. I do not understand the reference. What was that noise?
Freeze.
See, I walked to him that time and nothing bad happened. I don't know why I'm collecting the dog tags. Wet box. Speaking of Amber. So unnecessary and disgusting. I didn't need to say that at all. Fuck me, that's funny. No, it's not. It's silly. It's silly is what it is. Oh!
Who's there?
No one. How did I switch guns? Fuck you, pumpkins. I got a wet box. That is a wet box. Oh, he woke his mate up.
Who is that? It's the enemy. I need help.
No, you don't. Hello?
Snake, get yourself out of sight now. Enemy search parties are on the way. It's a clearing. These aren't sentries you're dealing with. They're
What is
searching
disgusting?
for
Did
you,
I discuss
and
you
they
about
know
no.
you don't want to be found.
Did I say
Can't make
disgusting?
some feeble attempt at concealment. Make sure you're completely hidden in some place they wouldn't think of searching.
Do you think they would think of searching the room I just ran into? I feel like they might think of that. Oh, I fucked up.
Stop.
These guys aren't joking. Please don't look in this box.
Clear.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Backup squad to deck D. Guard the galley area.
Thanks for the follow, motherfucker.
Apathetic Zephyr. Zephyr? Thanks for the follow, buddy. Whew. I can switch back and forth between kill and tranquilize.
Enemy in the air. Who's that? Oh, enemy sight. Oh.
I could shut the fuck up, everyone.
What's that?
Nothing?
Who's that?
Don't check it out. I'm fucking getting out of this area. I'm going. Oh! I also keep accidentally switching to the fucking loud gun. Oh my god, Father. I feel like someone's coming this way. Alright. We have a problem. The problem is I've set it to switch back and forth between. So before I started the game, it was like you can set it so that when you tap R2, it either unequips or it switches back and forth with the item you just used before. And so I keep going to tap R2 to unequip the gun, and it switches to the other gun, and then I fire. And I'm wondering if I could change that setting from here, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe it's like the other game where I do this and then I go back. No. How would you change that setting? There's got to be a... What would the select button be? Does anybody know what the select button is on the PS5 version of this game? Is it not option? Because options is just pause.
Understood. Deploy search team to the port side staircase. Deck B. Increase security precautions.
I'm gonna Google it. Might be able to change the settings. Yeah, I'm trying to work out how to open up the settings. Press down on the left side of the touchpad.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
But how do you open up the map? Because there was a button to open up a fucking map in this game. Oh fuck! That's not it. Oh no, it's just pause. Oh, maybe I can't change the settings. Maybe am I just stuck like this forever? There's got to be a way to change that setting. I can't just be permanently stuck in... Crew Lounge. Look, as long as the last thing I equipped was unequip, then it's unequip. Maybe I just gotta get used to it and just not make that mistake anymore. What a shot! This is the actual PS5, Kaiju. Lower.
Freeze.
Stinky boy? Why you so stinky? Why is he not shaking
Would you
up?
shoot that prisoner?
Gosh, she's stinky. Shoot him in the dick. You guys are monsters. Hello. I've already been here? No, I don't think so. Where are the boobas? Where are hello boobas? It's the boobas. These guys are sick. There might be boobas in this one. Boobas? No boobas. Lots of rations. Boobas! Someone photoshopped my head onto that lady.
Freeze. Are you going to shoot?
Are you going to... Are you going to... That's not supposed to come off. Okay. Is that it? Okay. Sorry. Oopsie doopsie. Oh, how embarrassing. Stepping over your body. Do any of these doors... Sorry. What does this lead to? Okay. MGS4 Playboy magazines are the best. You're a sick fuck. Let me in. I want to come play. All right. Well, that didn't work. Let's keep trying to go down. Whoop, 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 whoop. Dicks! Oh, that fucking scared me. Nice. Engine room starboard. Gargle, you got me good. You really got me good. Colonel Volgan. Raven Volgan. What's his name? Fucking Raven. Captain Raven. No. Vulcan Raven. Eyewear. Rabida. So fucking stupid. Ooh. Get back in there. Just change cupboards. Change pantries.
Freeze. Move! Ow!
Freeze.
Don't shoot!
Nice. They call me Covert Snake. They call me Metal Gear Solid. Sons of Liberty. Is he above me? Oh, he's below me. Where is it? Must be above me. No, he's up there. Got him good. How long do they sleep for? They sleep long enough that you don't really have to worry. If you leave the area and come back, they'll wake up. But like, while I'm in the area, they're pretty much going to be asleep forever. Colonel Vulcan Raven. I'm back. We can't put you on the big screen because Layla.
Repair of the entranceway
That
to the
hurts.
engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol at the small room on the port side.
Shut your mouth. Oh, this is yep. She has a front and a back. What a chick. This is gonna make a lot of fucking noise. Can I shoot it with the M9? Shyamalan? Doesn't work, does it? Are they the same photo? Are they like in this, whatever? I have to use the USB, but that's gonna make a lot of noise. Hello?
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place. If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a...
I know. Where's the last sensor? Is that it there? Nice.
Horizontal bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
So creepy. I don't like this at all. I remember in the special VR missions, there's like one where you hunt a ghost down here. That used to give me the heebie-jeebies. Used to give me the hoobity-joobities. All non-essential personnel, blah, 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 blah. He's loving life. What you listening to, bud? Oh, I wanted to hear what he was listening to. All non-essential personnel. Oh, he was already asleep. See, Amber, it's kind. Was it Amber who was saying like the camera's annoying? But and I was saying it's the same. And you know how you run and you can't see where you're going, so you have to look at the minimap. No, it wasn't you. Someone said that the other day, where they were like, the hardest part is the camera. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty much the same through MGS 2 and 3 as well. Ah! Ah! Was it UK? It was UK, Lois.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lead is also under our control.
My stern hatch is sealed.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the halls have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the halls until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'll keep her safe.
Who goes there?
How did you see me? What if that'll work? Hey! Someone subscribe. Fucking wake up. Come on, sluts. I can barely see down the fucking barrel. Fuck. Whew. CC, thanks for resubscribing. Canadian and happy to be here. That's such a... I love that. That should be a more regular greeting. Canadian and happy to be here. Canadian Club 1827. Just want everybody to know I'm Canadian and happy to be here. It is it's 11:33 a.m. CC. Should just be Canadian and happy.
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Oh! Ocelot's a sick fuck.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed?
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We
Chippy
need 4
boy.
shots. Metal
Hey!
Gear from the front,
Someone subscribe.
front right,
Fucking
and
wake
front
up.
left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear.
Why do I need to take photos if you already got video?
Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
That'd be a good picture.
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
Yes!
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
CC and Chips, thank you for resubscribing.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe
You're both
knows
fucking
the
legends.
specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force.
7 minutes
The US's nuclear
and
strike
counting.
capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons systems.
Oopsie doopsie.
respond! Snake! Snake!
I remember it being a thing that you could knock out every single one of the guys in this
At the
room.
moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.
Not to sound stupid, but what is a Metal Gear? It's a
The world is about to see a swarm of
bipedal
these Metal Gear derivatives.
bipedal tank that can like launch nukes from any location.
The only thing that
Big
can
fucking
stand up to
robot.
Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray.
What happens if I just shoot one in the middle?
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears
That's why you could do them all,
obsolete.
because you could just
Nations building up their
put
own
everyone
Metal Gear
asleep.
force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out.
Nuclear equipped
by
bipedal weapon system. So in Metal Gear 1, there was just the one.
The shift in the
But
balance
then
of
at
power
the end
will
of
be
Metal
the
Gear
New
1,
World Order.
one of the bad
We,
guys
the Marine
released
Corps, will play a central role in its
all the
military
fucking
affairs.
data to the world, so now everyone has a fucking Metal Gear.
Some say that the strategic
Except
importance
this
of
one that they're
aircraft
building
carriers will be reduced
is
by
apparently the Metal Gear to stop all Metal
The
Gears.
opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass.
That's why we're trying to get a photo of it.
Submarine and air
Am I going the right way?
Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation.
Why would they even have two different screens? It's so fucking dumb.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own raid project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. You must be tense.
God damn.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
My God. That's scarier than Metal Gear fucking Rex. I would be so tense standing in front of that thing.
Metal Gear.
Because it's like, it seems like it has a
Metal
personality.
Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected, and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard joint tactical...
It happened again. I clicked R2 thinking it would unequip and it switched back to the fucking...
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
If there's a way to change that setting, I would be very interested.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious.
I selected that setting at the start. I didn't think it would have such a fucking impact on my goddamn life.
Undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard joint tactical information distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out of massive fire.
How come he hasn't noticed me?
It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to know what that means. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray.
This guy's
as
a fucking
countermeasure to
blind.
these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Do I need to go up?
I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea.
So the point of
and land
Snake
as
is
we
to stop
never have
nuclear
before.
proliferation. Well, the new organization
George surrendered his
that I work
presidency
for
in
is,
the
yeah,
aftermath
trying
of Shadow
to
Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads.
track down and deal with any kind of Metal Gear, I think.
But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up costed his influence in the political community. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind.
I don't know how to get up there.
This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease. Rest a little.
Where the fuck is the military insignia?
Getting back to the topic at hand. The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NVT and START obsolete. There are also forces at
How does no one see you? They're fucking blind.
slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. And we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
I feel like I need to get up. I seem to remember being on
Metal Gear Ray
the
is
top level.
amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise.
Do I have any
underwater.
photos? Let's try and upload them and see what I've done. Login root, password root 69. Police nonce. There was a police nonce reference.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. The next image is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well.
Does it?
Okay, what am I seeing now? We only need one good shot of the lettering.
I wasn't trying to get a shot of the lettering. I was trying to get a shot of it from the side.
Okay, last one's coming up.
Didn't think Golukovich was involved of all people. We already have... I didn't know why I pressed the button. 2 shots of Metal Gear from the front right and the front left. Send it over as soon as you can. You got it, bud. Okay, well, that's good news.
Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline.
Good.
Its onboard joint tactical information distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is
I'm doing very artsy shots.
like you all to think about what that means. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest
What's this
Metal
guy's
Gear,
deal?
we can rule
After the
sea
great
and
Manta
land
Ray.
as we never have before.
Does he want to fuck a manta ray? I think he might want to fuck a
We
manta
have
ray.
intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship. Intruders to the left!
Oh, damn.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look.
Let's do it,
The
bitch.
first one I'm seeing is... Hey, this is the Marine Commandant. Are you a fan or something?
Just think he's hot. I'm on the human.
Next up is... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot.
Thanks, bud.
The next one's... We don't need another one from the left.
I was just getting options. I panicked.
The next image is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag.
Thanks, bud.
Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
Cuckoo.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order.
No, you won't.
With Metal Gear Ray.
Think you might be fucked, bud.
That is all. Dismissed.
This dick. Dismiss this dick. Is he slow clapping? He's not slow clapping, is he?
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the
He
silver
is slow
tongue.
clapping.
They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
The irony.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Oh my god, he has facial features now.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
No, that was a weird fucking... Where have all the other guys gone? Wasn't there like 50 people in this room? I count like 9.
Gerlukovich. Nobody move.
You sure did,
Understood.
Riggsy. There is an explanation. But good catch. What's going on, man? What do we do?
This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly.
I'm cheering for Revolver.
We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
Wish I could do a solid Russian accent. I mean, they can't.
How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Golukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War. Metal Gear only has room for one! Golukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
I love that mustache.
Damn you!
You're done, Golukovich. You just became his Galuka bitch.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Goddamn, boy. Gotta get up early annoyingly, so I am off, my loves. Do svidanya. Do svidanya. See you, Amber.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Oh my god, our rivets!
Don't let him get away!
You may still make it to shore if you swim for your lives. Except for all the explosions. Me in every pool.
Ocelot! It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
So extra.
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program. Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid! a physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
You ever jerk it so hard it changes your personality? Are you ever masturbating and then halfway through you become someone else? Go. Let's go, brother. Ah, shit.
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Whoa. What's that gonna fucking do? Shoot its eyes! Terrifying. It doesn't have a laser penis. No laser penis? Bullshit. The thing is, there's no reason for either of the Metal Gears, Rex or Ray, to need to scream, to need to go, but they both do it.
Problem.
Okay, doesn't need a laser dong, it has a laser tongue.
Snake!
Snake!
Such a weak snake. Snake! That's right. I forgot it was amphibious. Oh my god. It's so cool.
Problems. Proceeding as planned, sir.
damn.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Solidus, Mr. President. Remember at the end of the last game we learned that there was a third Snake clone. At the end of the last game we learned that there was a third Snake clone called Solidus Snake, who is also the President of the United States. This is about the part where a lot of gamers got really upset. Yep. A few people were angry with what's about to happen. Oh, that's right, the controller disconnected. Was it out of battery? No, I just didn't touch it for a while. Is there a soft snake? No, there's solid, liquid, and solidus. Solidus dick. Scientists had to make thousands of calculations to create the atomic bomb and determine its effects. Computers and atomic bombs, both products of World War II, grew up together.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
We've jumped ahead 2 years.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The President?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
Goddamn.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the President and other hostages. And
you
2,
got it.
Disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
2 objectives. Easy peasy.
Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button.
I know.
When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
I poured some cold water into this, the
hatch with a circular handle
bottom of the
will
coffee
open
to
into
clear
the
the
elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
To get rid of all the residue. I was like, I'll drink that because I need the extra coffee. So, going off what Dirty the Savage said, just for a little MGS history, everybody. MGS history with your pal GMat, where we learn things about Metal Gear Solid. MGS history is fucking cool. I'm Matt. So, when the game released, or when the trailers and stuff came out, it was all like Snake-based. It showed stuff with Snake. Snake doing that first tanker mission, that prologue that we just played. But it didn't really reveal anything about Raiden. I believe. Don't take my history 100% certain. So then, when people played and you start a Snake, you're like, this is the best. And then Snake dies. I'm sure you guys know. He's not dead. You guys know he's not dead. And now, the main part of the game, after that prologue, is this. You play as Raiden. And you play as Raiden for the rest of the game. It's Raiden's story. And some MGS fans were really, really pissed off about that because Raiden is just not as cool as Snake. It's like you go from Snake, who's like, I'm gruff and I'm purr, to Raiden, who is just a little bit whingy. He is a lot younger, and it just, as the game goes on, you'll see he's just a bit angsty and whingy. He does grow on you over time, and, you know, going into, like, not spoily woilies, but future games, or Metal Gear Solid 4, he gets so much cooler. And he has obviously grown on people because the Metal Gear Rising series is all about, it's him. So it's like, when he first popped onto the scene, people were like, fuck this guy. But after this game and through this game, he grew on people and he got better. But that's what Dirty Savage was talking about. Didn't everyone hate this whiny kid? It sort of was like that. But he had big shoes to fill, so it was tough. He takes over Jaeger's personality. I don't think Frank Jaeger was that whiny. I thought Frank Jaeger was cool. He's just like, I don't know. He's just a bit whingy. That was the perfect way to phrase it. Bit angsty, bit whingy. No, I mean it. Oh, yes. But no spoiler willies. No spoiler willies. But like, yeah, fucking cool. I hate Raiden. I hated Raiden in MGS2. By the end of the series, I was like, Raiden's like my favorite character. Anyways, Metal Gear Solid 2. Move, bugs. Cockroaches. Now, there is some fucking places we can go, isn't there? This is Snake. And it's also like... It's a voice thing as well, I think. Because Snake is like, ooh. And he's like, And you're just like, shut up, nerd.
This is Snake. I've infiltrated Big Shell. Has anybody seen my Walkman?
So much like MGS1, the mission objectives are really clear from the start. And it starts so simple. Come here, save the president, eliminate the terrorists. Bada bing, bada boom. Bob's your uncle. The place we're on was set up to, this Big Shell facility was set up to clean the crude oil out of the ocean after that big fucking tanker incident. And now it's been taken over by terrorists.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
But who came through just a second ago and knocked out that guard? Who could it be? Who could it be now? Why'd they name him Snake just to change it? It's true. Story. Who can it be now? Who's that? Oh my god. Who can it be now?
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know
One
who
desire.
he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say
node?
Not nerd. Node.
So dumb.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Press triangle.
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Got it. You might recognize Raiden's voice actor. I can't remember his fucking name, but he's done a lot of stuff. I can't think of anything that he's done, but I don't watch that many cartoons. It's like, it's either Quinn Flinton or Quentin Flynn, or some name that sounds very similar to that. Yeah, Chips, the thing is though, if he doesn't have the rebreather on, then he can't do the epic rip it up as he goes up the elevator thing like from the first game. He did play Peter Parker, I think, Cheaper Gary, at some point. In like an animated cartoon, maybe. I answered. I felt unnecessary. Login successful. Codename. Hello, Ellie. Codename Anal Boy. Are you growling at me? How absolutely dare you? You stinky little bitch. You're going outside. You stinky social terrorist. I got a blankie on my lap. Anal Boy N. I'm Anal Boy N. Can I just hit enter? Okay. Birthday. I want to set it to today's date so that it like tells me happy birthday. What's the 26? Wish me happy birthday, you bastard. Happy birthday. Oh, it's behind me. A little birthday symbol comes up. Nationality. Feel like I should have gone the other way. Australia. Yes, thank God. Item window, quick changes, unequip. I'm really happy about this. Blood. That's not what I wanted to do at all! Have they dropped MGS3 Remake gameplay? Where does this take me to? Great. All right. Well, we're going to end the stream there. Fucking hell. Oh, I guess we don't have to. I guess I could just skip through it, can't I? Sorry, I was gonna say let's end the stream there. Someone subscribed. Fucking wake up. And we'll come back to it. Because I fucked up by clicking return. It said exit or return to fucking title screen. I kind of panicked because it said exit. Someone subscribed. Fucking wake up. And the other option was to return to the previous screen. So I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to move forward. Fucking tricked me. Thank you, Chips, for the 2 gifted sub. You're a goddamn legend. Let's play this one while I fucking get through.
Do it! Just do it!
Gift subs.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Gift them.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it!
Gift the subs.
Make your dreams come true.
Make them true.
Just do it!
Do it! Yay. Sorry I fucked that up so bad, everybody. All right, let's get it right this time. I said my codename was Anal Boy. Please respect my choice to be Anal Boy. That could be, yeah. I'm from the UK. I was worried it was way far back, like the ship. Yeah. Quick change, unequip, linear. Yeah, but that all stayed the same. Now, I don't want to go back to start screen. I just want to exit. Exit. Return to the previous screen. Thank God.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden.
Who?
The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
This is his first ever mission.
Is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
Yes.
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack.
Such bad dialogue.
But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day
Immediately.
it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Any of the dialogue between Raiden and Rose in this game is always just such dog shit.
What's up, Jack?
I'd love to save. All right, now real quick, because
Hang in there.
Perpetually Caffeinated just made us aware of this. Let's have a real quick gaze at this fucking this Snake Eater remake trailer. 8 hours ago it dropped. First in-engine look. I love it. It looks great already. Snake dirty as shit. You're right. Oh, look at him. It's Big Boss, not Solid Snake, by the way, for anyone who's like, he doesn't look like Solid Snake. Love it. Why is it in like 30 FPS though? Oh, it looks great. And it looks like it's beat for beat because these are all... fucking phenomenal. First impression, it looks like it's like beat for beat because all those areas were like areas of the original game. It did look like the gameplay was like weirdly not smooth, like not like 60 FPS. That looks smooth enough, but like I don't know, that drag up looked really, I don't know. So that's a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, which is what we'll play next. Now, Metal Gear Solid 3 jumps back to the 60s and you play as Big Boss, who's the guy that Solidus, Snake, and Liquid are cloned from. And it's the earliest game chronologically. So we will play Metal Gear Solid 3 after this one. And then whenever this remake drops, we're going to play the fuck out of it. Yeah, it looks fucking good. That's exciting. I'm all about that. Well, the theory goes, Dr. Nick, that they're going to remake, if you know, Snake Eater remake goes over well, they'll probably remake Metal Gear Solid 1 and then Metal Gear Solid 2 and do it like chronologically instead of doing 1, 2, and 3. Snake Eater is a great game to remake because it is the earliest chronologically and it's also just a great game. All right. These guys about to wake the fuck up.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the
enemy fire. I don't even know where to hide. I can't see them remaking 4 for some reason. Yeah, I mean, 4's close enough to modern. Like, you play 4 and it still feels like a good game. What they need to do is add 4 to some other fucking systems. 4 was released, for those who don't know, Metal Gear Solid 4 was released on the PS3 and it's only ever been available on the PS3. It's never had any re-releases, remasters, or anything. You can't buy it online, you can't, it's the most inaccessible video game that I've ever seen that also has a demand. Like, people want to play it. And they have it, they never ported it to PS4, PS5, online,
the terrorists
anything.
call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
PC Porter 4 would be wonderful. Yeah.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries. but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
Got it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
I'm seriously doubtful that Konami wants to port it though, since it's designed for the CBE. What's that, Dr. Nick? I don't know what that means. The CBE. The theory goes, Dr. Nick, and what I think is that because this is the MGS Master Collection Volume 1, which implies that there'll be a Volume 2. It would be really fucking wonderful if when Volume 2 releases, the games because in this one they've got all the original MG games, Metal Gear 1 and 2, the MSX games, Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, and plus with Metal Gear Solid 1, they've got all versions of Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear Solid 2, it's Substance, which is the extra version, and Metal Gear Solid 3 is basically Subsistence. It's Snake Eater with Subsistence, the two games sort of combined. For anyone who doesn't know Metal Gear Solid shit, basically Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 had two versions of the game that were released like a year after each other. And the other version, the story and everything and the campaign is exactly the same. There's just extra shit, extra VR missions, extra like just extra content to play. But when you play the actual game, it's exactly the same, except in Metal Gear Solid 3, where they added the third-person camera instead of this fixed camera thing that all the other games have, which is so fucking sick. And I'm so excited to play Metal Gear Solid 3 with the third-person camera because I've never done that before. So they think for the second collection, which will inevitably come out if they've named this Volume 1, they'll have, hopefully, Metal Gear Solid 4, and we'll finally get Metal Gear Solid 4 on a console other than the PS3. Peace Walker, which is another canonical game that was released on the PSP. You can get Peace Walker in other places. Twin Snakes, which is the remake of Metal Gear Solid 1. Like there's just, if they have another volume, there's just not that many games left to include. So they have to put Metal Gear Solid 4 on it. It'd be fucking stupid. And maybe they'll include Metal Gear Solid 5 in that collection, but it'd be weird because you can get Metal Gear Solid 5 for free now if you have like the PlayStation collection, or maybe Metal Gear Solid Survive. I don't know. This is the most Metal Gear Solid I've ever seen. Hell yeah. It's actually better than I thought. It's so fucking good. I still don't understand where 5 fits in, and I've played it. 5 comes after. It goes 3, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 5. And those 3 games follow Big Boss's story. Then it jumps to Metal Gear, which is the MSX or the NES game, whichever like old console you played it on. Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2, which is Solid Snake fighting Big Boss in Zanzibar Land and Outer Heaven. Outer Heaven or Outer Haven? Outer Heaven. So those were the 2 first games ever released where Big Boss was the boss. He was the bad guy. Then it jumps to Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 4, which work canonically like that, which is Solid Snake, Raiden, and then you go back to Solid Snake. You're right. There was Ground Zeroes because there's Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes and Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. They're basically the same game. Ground Zeroes was like an hour-long pre-release before Phantom Pain, but they're the same game, the same characters, the same universe. They're connected so heavily, you may as well just say Metal Gear Solid 5. 3, Peace Walker 5, Metal Gear 1, 2, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 4. It's a fucking canonical a chronological nightmare. But fuck, it's a good series. But like they're games like you can play Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, and 4 in order because those other games didn't come out. Like, it jumps back and forth chronologically, but you can start with Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2 because that's how they were released. Hello? Why does that not work when I press the button? Don't forget Rising. I do forget Rising. The Rising series comes after all the games. That's like the future. I give Rising a hard time because I'm just not that big of a fan of the games. You can slip and bird shit, can't you? Yep. It's really hard to like Raiden in this game when he slips and bird shit. You're like, I miss Snake. Where the fuck am I going? Through here. Push the touchpad. There we go.
Raiden, look at that wire fence.
Yeah, I'm doing it, son.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
I didn't think of bird shit in his VR training, eh? Someone said it before, like when this game came out, VR was like science fiction. This game predicts the future so heavily. Would you like it if they rebooted the whole series? Well, they kind of are.
I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
Here's the thing. I'd play the games, but I don't need the games to be remade. I like that they're remaking Metal Gear Solid 3 just because it's my favorite game. And I would like that. But I don't need the rest. Maybe Metal Gear Solid 1. I would play the fuck out of a Metal Gear Solid 1
Colonel,
remake.
I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
But like, I like... What I am a big fan of, Jason, is that they're re-releasing them, making them readily available. I just hope they fucking... I'm not answering that call. I don't want them to get like money grubby and weird where they're like this is kind of money grubby. They're re-releasing the games. It's pretty expensive, but like, let this be it. Re-release Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 1, Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 2, and then don't touch them. Because they've done this before. There's like HD Collection, Legacy Collection shit. And then they take them down and they make them unavailable. Like, just take this collection, move on every goddamn console. Like, it gets fucking out of hand. Let this be it. Re-release it. So, because I want everyone to play Metal Gear Solid. I want people to fucking play as much Metal Gear Solid as they can get their hands of. Do this. Do the Volume Collection 2 with everything else. Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 4, fucking Metal Gear Solid 5 if you want to, Twin Snakes. Put them all on Volume 2. And then you have Volume 1, you have Volume 2, you have every Metal Gear Solid game available to you. Don't do this bullshit that they've been doing for years where they release them, but then you're like, how do I play Metal Gear Solid 4? And they're like, here's an idea. Go fuck yourself. That's how you play Metal Gear Solid 4. Just put them all out there if you're going to put them out there, and then people have the option to play it if they want to play it. Remake Metal Gear Solid 3, because that's a fucking phenomenal game, and it's the first game chronologically. Like, anyone can play it. It's awesome. And if that does well, do whatever you fucking want, Konami. Remake 1, remake 2 for all I give a fuck. But just like, don't put things out there and then take them away. Because the HD collection has been off, like, it was on the Xbox store and then it was taken down and it's been unavailable for like 2 years. And if you have it, you can still play it, but you can't buy it now. And they said they were doing that because they lost like the rights to some footage, some old war footage or some bullshit. But I reckon they took it down so that they could re-release this shit and sell. Anyways. What was the question? Would you like if they rebooted the whole series? I think they should use this as their opportunity to reboot and then just leave it the fuck alone and stop taking people's money. Because I bought Metal Gear Solid 1 about 500 times and I can't help myself. And I put that on them, not me. Though RPCS3 runs it fairly well at this point. I've run it on a handheld PC. I'm considering Dr. Nick doing that for the Metal Gear Solid 4 playthrough when we get to it. Because I have it on the PS3. But I'm like, would it be better to run it just from the PC using an emulator? And how much trouble can I get in for doing that if I own the copy of the game and I get the ISO from my copy of the game? Yes, it's exactly like Skyrim, Jeeper Gary. It gets a bit fucking like... You get kind of pissed off with them, but then you get pissed off with yourself for continuing to fucking buy it. Wondering if they remake MG1 and 2 next since they're direct sequels to MGS3 and 5 is 2. I mean, they could remake 1 and 2 and I would buy them and I would play them and I would love them. But I think they should stop there. There's no need to remake 4. Maybe just give 4 a good remaster. Bump it up to 60 FPS and put it out. Because it's way too big a game to remake. And when we get to it, it's a PS3 game that looks great. I think it definitely doesn't need a remake. And I think most people would agree with me. They'd be like, yeah, 2 and 3 and 1 definitely could use a remake, but 4 is good enough as it is. Four handles like a modern game as well. It doesn't handle like an old game. Wait, where am I going?
Raiden, watch your back. That's a cipher, a type of UAV. If it spots you, it will alert enemy personnel. Exercise extreme caution.
I always
but
exercise
you can use
extreme
chaff
caution.
to set up an interference field. That'll knock its sensors offline for a while. Try to locate some chaff. You can also destroy the engine or the camera. Some of the UAVs may be armed. Be careful.
Copy that.
Have you modded your PS3? If so, it's not hard. This only
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond.
That's not good.
All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Strut on down to Strut B. I really don't think 2 or 4 need remakes. I think they should remake MG1 and 2. Metal Gear 1 and 2. Here's the thing, Perpetually Caffeinated. What do they remake? Like, if they remake Metal Gear 1 and 2, they may as well just make a new game. Because the story, there's really not anything going on with the story. It's some basic shit. They could do all that, like, retcon stuff where... trying to have the way to not spoil this game for everybody, where... you know, Big Boss, Venom Snake, that whole thing, they could, and how it's sort of retconned for MG1. I feel like that's vague enough that you should know what I'm talking about, but people who still want to play these games won't. They could add all that in to MG1 and 2, but like, I don't know. I just don't think they need remakes. It's like remaking Battletoads or something. It's like, they're so old and the story is so simple and basic. It's like, just make a new Metal Gear game. Because they essentially would have to make a new Metal Gear game. Because they'd have to expand the story so much that they're basically writing a new fucking thing. And they'd have to build it from the ground up because it's like a top-down NES game. Where is Strut B? Strut F. Strap B. I've gone the wrong way. I think they should pull like a subsistence on MGS2 and like leave it like this, make it look like this, but add like a third-person camera. That'd be fucking sick. Yeah. Or just don't touch it. Remake Metal Gear Solid 3 and just then stop remaking games.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button.
You got a boss. I think it's just a preference thing for me. I don't have any fun playing the MSX. Oh yeah, all I've done is like I tried to play the MSX games or the NES games, and I was like, this is fucking hard. I'm over this shit. And then I just Google the story. Is this motherfucker gonna turn around? No. I guess that's what they did with Final Fantasy VII, just made 3 entirely different games. 2 entirely different games. Oh, I guess there was the DLC with Yuffie. Yuffie? Riku? Whichever one it is. He's done VR training, but still needs training. The training's really for me and for the player. But see, at least Final Fantasy VII was a PS1 game. It wasn't an NES game. And it makes sense to remake Metal Gear Solid 3 because Metal Gear Solid 3 ties into Metal Gear Solid 5. So it's like the newest game, the game connected to that one remade. So now people can play Metal Gear Solid 3 and 5. And if they just forget about Peace Walker entirely, they have like a nice little collection of games. The newest games. There's a thing in this game where you can watch the cutscenes but replace the character models with any characters you want. It's like an extra little mode. And I remember playing this with my brothers and redoing this cutscene with like, and have everybody as Mei Ling and shit like that and just laughing our asses off. Good God. I don't think anything's been announced, Jason. I think it's just the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, Metal Gear Delta. And then obviously all these collections.
All Alpha, come in.
Metal Gear Solid's going through a fucking renaissance at the moment.
What's going on? Alpha, respond.
But there may be a Metal Gear Solid 6. I don't know what they would do. There's not a lot of gaps left in the stories. Kissies. Creep.
What are you?
I think that might be Can't remember the actor's name. Ruin my own joke. Jared Leto.
5 today. Or rather, 6.
I hate how he just stands there.
Get down!
5 today. Or maybe, or rather 6. Oh my god, is that Amber's boyfriend? Is Vamp the same voice actor as Drebin? That's so funny. Drebin isn't till MGS4. Anyone who's like, who the fuck's Drebin? Shoot Ryan, you fucking idiot.
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
The first Yas Queen in history.
I found.
Yas Queen?
Interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Yas Queen. Is that the legendary hero Soft Python?
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Liar.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced
VR, huh?
but realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
Am I the ultimate soldier?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
It's not exactly what he was saying.
Right. What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No,
Good.
a single
Hey!
survivor.
Someone
Kid's
subscribed.
wired.
Hey, okay.
Man,
Fucking wake
machines.
up. Well, that's my dues paid.
What about the president?
Looks
What
like
about
they
the
took him
president?
somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
Well,
It's a little too late for that.
Well past that. He said everything. He said who he was, what team he was from. Raiden sucks.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak. That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
The way Snake reacted then, I don't remember
Him?
this, but was...
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Could someone write down BC connecting bridge for the next stream?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
So I don't remember this detail. And I'm trying to remember if I'm correct how that would tie into the story that I do know, but just the way that Snake reacted and was unwell, I'm like, has Raiden been injected with Fox Dye, like how Snake was in MGS1, and Fox Dye's there to wipe out particular people by getting close to them? Because he didn't have a heart attack, but he reacted like he was about to. Nah? Okay, all right. Well, that was just a thought, putting it out into the universe. Raiden's just a straight up G. All right, let's wrap up there, everyone. That feels like a good place to end. We finished Metal Gear Solid 1. We got a good chunk into Metal Gear Solid 2.
Do you need to save?
Please. Look, I want to, I'd love to come back tonight and continue the stream, but I think I probably shouldn't just because we've had an early stream today and we'll have an early stream tomorrow. Well, not early, but we have a morning stream today and a morning stream tomorrow, and I streamed it till 3:30 like yesterday. We'll see. We'll think. I'll see how I feel later. But thanks for being here, team. Ugh. I'm loving these streams. I love Metal Gear Solid and I love playing it with you guys. But all good things must come to an end. Speaking of end, goodbye. See you again. See you, team. Ah, God.